The loyalists of the River State Governor Nelson Wike have called for the restructuring of the People's Democratic Party's leadership to accommodate more Southerners, saying the party has presently constituted is pro-North. Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post a new video. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. The governor's camp complains that the structure of the party was skewed in favor of Northerners, stressing that any proposed reconciliation between the PDP presidential candidates Atiku Abubakar and Wike must address this contentious issue. Wike's loyalists stated this in separate interviews with The Punch as Atiku met with the governor in Abuja on Thursday. Regardless of the meeting, the members of Wike's camp are insisting on the restructuring of the PDP leadership, stating that the Northerners cannot occupy the positions of the Board of Trustees, Chairman, the National Chairman, and the Governors Forum Chairman. A PDP chieftain and former member of the House of Representatives, Ogbonna Uwoke, said as party loyalists they would support any genuine decision by the party to ensure peace in the fold. Uwoke, who represented Iche Omuma constituency in the Green Chamber of the National Assembly, said, "We are party loyalists. It stands to reason that a party man, good party man, we will support any move, any decision, any aspiration made by the party or its leadership to ensure that peace reigns in our midst." To lay the foundation for peace in the PDP, the former Rivers State Commissioner for Information and Communications, however, said there must be harmony, respect, and understanding. He added, "We are watching from the sideline, at least to see what will transpire. The BOT has set up a committee to look into the matter. We understand that they want to start with the standard bearer. We are waiting. As a standard bearer is the shepherd, it is his responsibility to gather the flock. So if Atiku is sincere and wants unity within the party, peace will return. If he believes he has all it takes to do it alone, if he believes that those who are genuinely aggrieved should be left by the wayside, then we will sit by and watch the masquerader play." Asked if he was calling for the restructuring of the party's leadership to enable Southerners to step into some of the key positions, he said that was the way to go. Nwoke added, "Yes, basically, that is why I raised those questions. What is the logic in all of that when everything is lopsided? We all belong to the same political party and everything is one-sided. That is not what was envisioned by the constitution of the PDP. So certainly restructuring these things would have been the first step forward. On what their demands are," Woke said, "we demand respect, we demand equity, fairness and justice. We demand adherence to the dictates of the PDP constitution. Its spirit and letters have given a sense of inclusion and balance in past, especially when it comes to sharing positions within the party." He further said, "We cannot have the chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum in the north, the chairman of the BOT in the north, the chairman of a party in the north, and the presidential flag bearer of a party in the north. Where is the fairness in this? Where is the justice in this? Where is the balance in this? A leadership has said quite clearly that my leadership has said quite clearly that we are moving nowhere. This is maturity in action, despite the fact there could be options to choose at this time. But above all things, Wike has spoken the truth, and all supporters agree with this posture. On his part, the chairman of Gokana local government area, Confidence Deco, my satisfaction will be when he, the governor, Wike, will come back to us and say he's satisfied and we should move on. Until then, he's the one to communicate that satisfaction to us. At this point, I just feel that Wiki has, licked his wound enough. Like, enough already. You are not the only one that lost in the primary. APC had their own primary. Osibanjo lost and is currently the vice president. It should be out as well that him as the vice president, should have won or something, or should have been Tinubu's vice, but none of that happened. Is this is just it's just I just think they are just taking advantage of this Wike's issue to now bring up other matters that they already had on their mind previously before this happened. Enough of all this. Like, Wike is not the only one that lost in the primary. So, like, we have moved on. We have moved on already. Like, enough of all this. Wike, please. Anyway, meanwhile, top sources in the PDP said the meeting between Atiku and Wike was held at the residence of a former Minister of Information and National Orientation, Professor Jerry Ghana, signaling what observers believed was reconciliatory moves to pacify the governor. The meeting between the presidential candidate and the governor took place 2 months after Atiku defeated Wike and others in the party primary in May. Since then, the opposition party has been rocked by a crisis following the choice of Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa as Atiku's running mate. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that this is just too much on the part of Wike? Do you think, although I sincerely think that Atiku should have made moves to reconcile with Wike before now? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you. Bye for now.